So now that we're sending emails, we probably should run our tests just to make sure things work as expected. And as you'll quickly discover, and I'm in my handlers folder inside the internal package right here. When I run the tests, go test-v dot, you're going to see it doesn't quite work the way we expect. It stops at test repository post reservation. And, not surprisingly, that's the function we just made a bunch of changes to. We made some changes to send a couple of emails. So let's figure out why it's stopping there. If you look at our setup test for this package, our test main, we registered the models reservation that we're going to be putting in the session, which is great. We set some variables in the app. We set up our loggers. We make sure our session is populated in the app.session. We create the template cache, all of these things. Now, one thing that's missing from this that exists over in main.go is something we set up that says listen for mail. And of course, that function sends things to the mail channel. Now, when I'm running this test for the handler, I don't actually want to make sure that email goes. I can do that separately by testing the mail package itself, or testing the send mail.go file in the main package. So instead, I need to duplicate this functionality and have it not actually send mail. So what I'm going to do on the setup test.go is right about here. Before I create the template cache, I'm going to set up a mail chan. It will be an actual channel, and it will be just like we did in the main package. It will make a chan models.mail data. So I have that channel, and then I'll set my app mail chan to that variable I just created, that channel I just created, which works great. And I will defer the close of that chan, as I should. And then I'm going to call a function that doesn't exist yet, and I'm going to create that in a moment. Listen for mail. So this is going to duplicate the functionality that we do in our actual live application. So let's create that function. And I will create it. I will call it listen for mail. And it's going to do pretty much the same thing that we do in our live application, but I'm going to skip the actual sending of mail. Okay? So I will say go func, just like I do in the other one. Better get the parentheses right. And I will put a for loop that runs forever until the application stops running. And inside of that, I will actually handle, but do nothing with, anything that is sent to the mail chan. Now, I have a typo here somewhere. There it is. Closing parentheses after that anonymous function. Now that I have this set up, I actually do have a means of doing something that I send to the mail chan. But I'm going to ignore. I'm just going to say, okay, I got something from the mail chan, but do nothing with it. So let's try running those tests again. Clear the screen, go run, or go test, -v dot in the handlers folder, and they all pass. And that's all we have to do. So again, anytime you make a change to a function or change to your code base, always run your tests. Make sure that you don't need to update them, because you usually do need to update them. And as is the case here, all I need to do is to mock that functionality that exists in the main program. I just need to make sure that if I'm trying to send something to a channel and listening for the response, then I'd better actually implement that functionality in my setup test.go file. And that's all there is to it.